Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful Scorpios doing today? How are you guys doing? You know I love me some Scorpios. You guys are my money sign. Money, money, money. Scorpios. Let's see what's been going on. Talk to me. You know, before we start talking, though, let me go ahead and clear that space and that energy so nothing comes in while we talking, okay? Anything you want, you release it now. Any negativity, stay positive. Scorpios, don't let nobody or nothing block your money. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Shake it off. Yes, that's what we do. And that's how we do it. Let's see what is happening with our wonderful Scorpios today. Man, are you guys good? What you scared of? Afraid. Afraid of what? What is going on? What are you afraid of? What has you shook a little? The lessons that you are learning. You're putting a full picture there. You're learning some serious lessons right now. Between love, relationships. Honesty. It's a big deal for you. And that's been lacking, right? That's been lacking right now. You'll know. There's so many trust factors and issues going on right now. I see just what you're feeling, and you're learning. You're learning that people aren't always as they may seem. You've seen the wolf in sheep's clothing. You feel about certain things. It could be politics, career, everything. You're feeling like you're learning some lessons about some very prominent people that are lacking honesty. And you're looking at everything as like, wow, I expected so much more. Ooh, I expected so much more. Even with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, you're putting in the work. Your heart is in this. You're doing what needs to be done. That one stuck out quick. And you weren't sure. You weren't sure if you were doing the right thing. It's like a lack of confidence for you. You're trying to make sure that you get it right, because the lessons are there right in front of you. So you want to make sure that you're able to deal accordingly and see people and things for what they really are. That's what's getting to you. The Ten of Cups is showing you celebrating. Celebrating. You come out on top. Victory is on your path. The work is going to pay off. You were depressed for a little while because you weren't sure. So, you know, you're acting egotistical and acting like you don't care even when you do, and you really want to give up, but something is keeping you on that path because you get tired. We all get exhausted. But it's something that didn't throw you off completely. And you just jump back in. You just sometimes have to take a break or a breather. That's the one thing when you know people are in tune with their intuition, because you are very honest when it comes to your feelings. You are expecting certain things, and of course it's disappointing when people don't live up to your expectations. But be honest with yourself. You know, the control isn't always there for just that. Everybody's not going to agree with you, take the same path with you. Some people want to reinvent the wheel. They don't want to follow the status quo and do it the way everybody else is doing or the way you think they should do it. And you're learning lessons that you can look at things from a different perspective. You don't have to have your mind so set that this is the only way that this can be done. That's why there's different roads, different routes. You can take different routes to get to the same destination. So, if you try one way and it doesn't work, do you give up and stay lost? Or do you find an alternative route to help you to get to where you want to be? You don't sit on your hands and play with your feet. You say, you know what? This didn't work out for me. I admit that. I accept that. I'm being honest with myself. I am afraid at times, but there's lessons that I've picked up along the way that's going to help me to get through. I know hard work is involved because I want to be committed to it. I want to be dedicated to it. I want to work toward that goal. And I made up my mind that I'm going to pay attention to the lessons. I'm going to learn from the nuggets along the way so I can be a better self, because here it's showing you celebration, right? With the Ten of Cups, you're celebrating. It's about family for you. It's about your dreams coming true. It's about you seeing yourself in a better light, from a different angle, from a better lens, from a better perspective. It's you realizing that crap happens. Crap falls down. People fall down. People hurt. People bleed. People get back up and keep moving. As adults, we, when we were growing up, you're told to keep going. Not stay there and sulk and feel like you're not going to make it through because times are tough. If life was easy, everybody would just live in a flower garden. It's not like that. There's hurdles you got to jump over. When you see them competing at the Olympics and doing things, you know how many people they had to get through before they could get where they are? You know how many times they fell, they lost, they hurt, they cried, they bleed, but they didn't give up? That's why they call them the best of the best, because you're competing against different countries, different people in your own local area to get to the next level. It's a lot of competition in life to get what you want. But if you tweak it to the way you see it and take that alternative route, you don't have to do it like everybody else. You just have to follow through. You have to follow through. Some people ran on a track to win, or they learned that after. But a lot of people, even the ones from Africa, some of them didn't have tracks. Some of them ran through the bushes because they were determined. Now, of course, they built it up so they got roads and tracks and everything now. It's not like how it used to be. But I'm just saying, they were determined. Do you have that zest for life where no matter what you face, it may not be easy, but you've made up your mind that you're sticking it out until you get what you want? That's the difference between people who win and people who lose. If you want the result that you determine is best for you, you have to put the sweat equity into it for you to get to it. It's not going to be handed over to you. It's not going to be given to you. You have to work for what you want. You can't sit on the sidelines watching. You got to be in the race. So don't be afraid. Take that out of your vocabulary altogether. Be more confident. Because I'm seeing that's upside down a little bit, because you're going through the motion, but you don't have that zest in you like you normally do, because you've been beaten down so much. Sometimes you just want to call it quits and say, I'm done. But there's something that's part of you. There's something that's in you that you won't allow yourself to stay down. You are determined to find a way to keep going, because you know what you want from life. We have one life to live. It's a short life. So we got to enjoy it while we're going through. We got to put action behind our words, not just talk. So when things don't work out exactly as we planned, we still got to keep going because we know what we're aiming for. We know what we are aiming for. So you cannot give up through the hard times. That's what gives you the strength to keep going. That's what builds your confidence. You're determined, and you know perseverance seldom fails. So accept the fact that you're putting in the work, you're putting in the time. There's lessons along the way, but you be honest with yourself. Don't be scared. Move forward. Keep learning as you keep growing. And you know what? Just like that celebration, the inner happiness, the inner joy, when you have your 10 of Cups, it kind of opens that mindset window for you to see through all that you're pursuing because you're determined to succeed. You don't lessen your succession because of being terrorized by the roadblocks along the way, by the roadblocks that are built, strategically placed to stop you from growing. You ever see how people revive plants? They're dying off, and some people give up and throw the plant out, while others are looking for alternative method to make the plant blossom eventually. That's how life is. You got to keep watering it, give it the nutrition that's needed, and be determined, and go from there. You don't toss things just because it doesn't work out for you right away and give up. Last thing. Remember they always, at least for me growing up, I always used to hear the story about the guy who was trying to strike gold, or no, oil. And what happened? He was drilling and drilling and drilling and kept trying. He's sweating, he's going through it. He's putting that sweat equity in and investing money trying to get this to happen. You know, it didn't work out for him. He just got fed up. He said, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. And he sold the business and the drilling rights and everything. Next person comes. He's drilling and drilling and drilling and putting the time in. And 2 weeks later, what happens? He strikes oil. The man that quit and gave up because of all the work. He did all the work for the other dude. He got things in motion. He made it keep going and going. And what happened? He gave up because it didn't happen in his time frame. So he was frustrated and fed up and figured it's a total loss and a bust and sold it. And the next man came and continued putting the work in. And in a short span of time, he ended up striking the oil and became his billionaire or whatever. You could be that close to your victory. That close. And if you're sincere about it, you will do whatever is in your power, legally of course, to obtain that. Might be you got to work 3 jobs. You got to stay up late at night. You got to do whatever it takes because you know what? I'm a winner. And I will continuously persevere after what it is I'm seeking so that I can reach that goal. Giving up is not part of my vocabulary. It's not an option. Yeah, the road is hard. A lot of people have been through some crap in life. But you know what? I've been through it and I'm going to get through it so that I can rise. And that's the attitude. So you continue going. There's no reason to allow fear to step in. Learn your lessons so that you can rise, because we learn from our past mistakes. And be honest with yourself. I can't do this, so I need to learn the steps necessary to do this for it to come out the way. Don't feel you have all the answers and know everything. Research. Go after what it is you want. Find out the steps to get to the next step. And keep climbing. Before you know it, the distance is so far from where you were and where you are now, and how much you've learned along the way. That is to develop you into becoming who you want to become. But you can't spend time blaming other people and being scared and don't want to take the necessary steps. I say to you and I say to all, take that leap of faith in life. Sometimes you fall, but you know what? Chinese proverb, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Don't give up. Don't give up, okay? Victory is on your path, and you're a winner. Take care till we meet again. Garnet Queen Tarot here saying be inspired to rise. Be your best self and learn from your mistakes. You got this. Take care. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.